Unlike some of its competitors, Samsung, LG, Sony isn't used to flooding the market with products. It likes to take its time and come up with just a few handsets each year, one or two budget phones here, a couple of mid-rangers there, and, if it's a new James Bond movie kind of year, a heavy-hitting flagship for enthusiasts. Well, what do you know? Agent 007 is back, and so is Sony with a brand new flagship, the Xperia Z5. At first glance, the Z5 is typical Sony, a logical continuation of the company's long-running Xperia Z line. However, is this really the Sony we've been looking for? Are the values of the company, and the characteristic traits of its products alive and well in the Xperia Z5? Is it an example of a thought-out, polished Android smartphone, or is it too little, too late? We've waited long enough for the Z5, and now, it's time to see if Sony really has something to serve that's not already on the table. System performance. Unlike some other manufacturers which preferred to go the Snapdragon 808 route this year, mostly due to power efficiency concerns, Sony decided not to skimp on performance and equipped the Xperia Z5 with the Snapdragon 810 SoC. Considering the resolution has been kept at 1080 by 1920, this kind of decision makes sense. Thankfully, system performance is top-notch most of the time. There are certain occasions where it does take a little longer for the handset to react, but those instances are quite rare. More often than not, the interface moves at a satisfying, steady pace. Having Snapdragon 810 means that there's also access to high-performance 3D gaming with little to no compromise, which isn't exactly the situation with Snapdragon 808. Especially when paired to a 1440 by 2560 screen resolution. There's only one memory configuration, 32 GB, which should be sufficient for most users. However, if you need more, you'll be glad to know there's a microSD card slot in the mix.